Boys and girls, I miss teaching you. But then today, I found something exciting I wanted to show you. It reminded me of teaching you. And when we all sat down at circle, this is close. But do you know what that is? It's a bell. Do you remember what we used to do? Are you ready for teaching time? It's time to get your brains ready. Are you ready? Because I'm going to teach you something today that we haven't been doing for a while. The letter sounds. Are you ready? How many times do I hit the bell? 3. Are you ready? It's teaching time! Here we go. Miss Chris is going to sing a little tune for each of the letters, and I hope you start to learn them so you can make some words. Are you ready? The A says ah. The A says ah. Every letter makes a sound. The A says ah. We have a capital A and a lowercase a, just like an apple. The B says b. The B says b. Every letter makes a sound. The B says b. Like Finn doing a bark. Bark, bark. The B says b. Every letter makes a sound. The B says b. What's a fruit that starts with a b? It's yellow. You peel it. It's a banana. The C says k. The C says k. Every letter makes a sound. The C says k. It also says s. This is a capital C and a lowercase c. They look the same. The D says d. The D says d. Every letter makes a sound. The D says d. Like a dog. The capital D, the lowercase d. This is our monkey that came out of the cage in our story. The E says eh. The E says eh. Every letter makes a sound. The E says eh. It also says E. Capital E, lowercase e. The F says. The F says. Every letter makes a sound. The F says. This is an uppercase F. This is a lowercase f. It's the beginning of a fish. The G says g. The G says g. Every letter makes a sound. The G says g. This is the uppercase G and the lowercase g, but it also has another sound. The G says j. The G says j. Every letter makes a sound. The G says j, like giraffe. The H says h. The H says h. Every letter makes a sound. The H says h. Uppercase H, lowercase h, house. The beginning of house. The I says I. The I says I. Every letter makes a sound. The I says I. It has 2 sounds. Don't forget the one with the dot when you're reaching for the ball. The I says I. The I says I. Every letter makes a sound. The I says I. As in igloo. The J says J. The J says J. Every letter makes a sound. The J says J. Like a jar of jelly or jam. Uppercase J and a lowercase j. The K says K. The K says K. Every letter makes a sound. The K says K. Like my friend Kira. Here is a K. Kick it up, kick it down. Straight line down, kick it up, kick it down. Like something we fly in the sky. A kite. The L says ul. The L says ul. Every letter makes a sound. The L says ul. Like my 2 friends Landon and Leaf. Capital L, straight down lowercase l. The M says m. The M says m. Every letter makes a sound. The M says m. when the butterfly was using his proboscis to sip up the juice from a flower, like my friend Mabel and this little mouse. Hi, Max. The N says N. The N says N. Every letter makes a sound. The N says N. Our favorite word we used to say was no. But what's this? Right here on your face. It's a nose. The O has two sounds also. The O says O. The O says O. Every letter makes a sound. The O says O and ah. The O says ah. The O says ah. Every letter makes a sound. The O says ah. This word has both of them. Octopus. The P says P. The P says P. Every letter makes a sound. The P says P, like pencil. Do you remember what we used to do? We used to blow up our balloon or inner tube. We'd go P, 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 Pop. The Q says Qu. The Q says Qu. Every letter makes a sound. The Q says Qu, like a beautiful queen. Now quiet down. The R says The R says Every letter makes a sound. The R says like a ring. The S says S. The S says S. Every letter makes a sound. The S says S, like the sun. But in the baby snake story, the S also makes the other sound. The S says Z. The S says Z. Every letter makes a sound. The S says Z. We're doing it, boys and girls. We're already to the T. The T says T. The T says T. Every letter makes a sound. The T says T, like a turtle. The U has two sounds. Poor Maria, she fell on her belly. Do you remember those sounds? When she fell down and tripped on her belly, she said, The U says, The U says, Every letter makes a sound. The U says, And she got mad at the rock for tripping her. She said, The U says you. The U says you. Every letter makes a sound. The U says you. This one says the other U. Umbrella. The capital U and the lowercase u look the same. We have a musical instrument. Do you know what this one is? It starts with a V. Capital V and the lowercase v look the same. The V says V. The V says V. Every letter makes a sound. The V says V. In our butterfly story, she got very chilly. Do you remember that? The W says W. The W says W. Every letter makes a sound. The W says W. There's a capital W and the lowercase w. Do they look the same? They do. The W is for window. And in our story, it said wiggle worm. The X says X. The X says X. Every letter makes a sound. The X says X, like an X-ray, or if you exit. Oh, the Y has three sounds. The Y says Y. The Y says Y. Every letter makes a sound. The Y says Y. And then when the little chameleon saw the blue jacket, she said, the Y says Y. The Y says Y. Every letter makes a sound. The Y says Y. But when the man with the blue coat stood up, he said, the Y says E. The Y says E. Every letter makes a sound. The Y says E. Yup, I, E are all the sounds for the capital Y and the lowercase y and a big ball of yarn. Last one, boys and girls, I'm so proud of you. You did it. The Z says Z. The Z says Z. Every letter makes a sound. The Z says Z, like a zebra. These two letters are also the same. Capital Z, lowercase z. Keep studying those letter sounds, friends. I miss you like crazy, but keep learning, alrighty? Bye-bye.